Surprise, motherfucker.
Hopefully the battery doesn't die again after Hi, Nancy. How are you? You ordered matcha? Nice. Sounds good. I'll probably also get dinner in an hour. I know Tara was straight up typing for me. Oh, hi. There's no early access in the thing that says I had to apply. I had to like are you part of the Capcom Creators Program, Nancy? I think I applied a couple of years ago, and I wasn't sure if I was in it, so I had to double check. Are you part of the Capcom Creator Program? You should apply. That's right. I guess it's the same gaming all day tomorrow. You wanna know I got the sustained gaming, Hanabi? Filter. Guys, what is filter mean? Well, I turn it on or off. What does that mean? You know what my plan is for eating these next couple days? I bought 3 Costco hot dogs. I bought 3 Costco hot dogs, Chad. Turn it off? Turn off? What does that mean? Well, don't turn on, right? Leave it off? What does it do? What does that mean?
Hello. I am watching people play Monster Hunter Wilds on early access before it's released at midnight.
So you're done eating.
All right.
How's that? Right? Okay, is it cool enough?
Let's get this show on the road.
It was very, when I pulled it out,
Oh, you're
like the
streaming.
cheese
Okay.
didn't even want to separate. It was that hot.
Yeah, well, I literally pushed the button and I was finishing a conversation with Farah, and then
I got to yapping.
she was yapping.
But I was catching him up on the new 1923 because it's the new season, so I had to give him my full rundown of the episode. I mean, it still took 15 minutes, but it's better than an hour, right?
Yapping detected, yep.
I know it was the yapping, and I don't even care. Dude, also, I got a really weird thing. Apparently, the tricord things that we have, they have something in them that if it detects water or interference in the, like, doodad to go in it, it sends it to your phone. Because my phone said, oh, the charging cable has detected water in there. You need to dry it and let it come out. And I kept looking at it, like, it's still dry. But what it was there was, like, dust or something in there. So I, like, stuffed some paper towels in there and got, like, some black dust out. And suddenly it's working just fine.
Huh.
But I actually kind of appreciate, I mean, maybe it was the new update that just happened, or it was the cables, either or. I appreciate it noticing that, oh, we detect moisture, or, it said moisture, but I think it was, like, basically just interference.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that, instead of just wrecking everything. Alright, you're good to go.
Oh, I don't like Mama Meanie's pizza. That's even worse
anything
than
that sounds
Caesar.
Well, anything that's Mama Meanies, that sounds terrible.
All right, so
Yeah, and Little Caesars.
Yeah, Little Caesars was awful.
Their
The
crusts
last
too
the
big.
last 3 times we ate there, it was terrible.
Their crusts are too big.
Well, yeah, it was too much crust, not enough sauce, and not nearly enough cheese. Right?
Yeah.
It's not just me.
Domino's is great.
Domino's is much better.
Their crusts are not too big or too small.
Exactly, they're just right.
I like Domino's and Pizza Hut.
Me too.
But
I mean,
not.
Domino's is better. I'll eat Pizza Hut, but Domino's is definitely better.
What's the quality of life of people on the charge rate? How do you know?
Okay, Opie, if you're gonna lay down, go lay down. If you're gonna lay down, go lay down, but you need to go behind Jackson. Yeah, walk behind it. Oh, okay. Do you care if he lays on Mama while you eat your pizza?
Yeah.
Opie, leave him alone. Come here. Opie, come here. You can lay right here. There you go. Lay right there. There you go. Oh, he's like, oh, I get to lay on the mom. Oh, baby, look.
Yep. Dog pile on the mama.
We can lay on the mama because Wooga's not here. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
Yeah. Domino's great with no anchovies.
Oh yeah, no answer.
Just so you know, I can hear whatever you're watching, Evenix. Not a big deal. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, did it come through? I've been.
It is coming through. It's not like super loud or obnoxious or anything. I'm just letting you know because you do ask a time or two in the past
Yeah.
you've asked. So
I
I'm
updated
letting
my
you know.
computer today, and everything got 10 times louder.
Gotta love updates.
Well, I think a driver fixed
Just
my
lay
broken
down,
audio
just lay
controller.
down.
It's been broken since I built my new
Just lay
computer.
down, be happy.
Because I've always had to turn my speakers, my headphones way the hell up, so I'm trying to turn things back down. I don't always know what levels are which.
No worries.
So we got early access on Capcom. Thank you, Capcom.
Alright. I'm gonna turn headphones on just to fix that problem. Ow, that's loud.
Alright, so we need to take all this out because this is all done.
Wow. So, Evo, for reference, I went from having my headphones at about 80-85% in the system settings down to 30%, and it's the equivalent volume from yesterday.
Wow. That's a hell of a difference. Good God. That's a... Wow.
That's how broken my drivers were for the last 2 years. Wait, what? Darn it.
Okay, so...
Would you go? I'll keep him from getting your food if you go get Wooga, okay?
Silent Jack.
Yeah, here, just move your wheel just that way whenever you want to sit by me.
Oh, wait, what happened to all the stone?
I just want to make sure that you know, the doggies have enough room to like lay out. There you go.
And then won't get into my pizza.
Yep, I will not let him. He's always nice and comfy.
We'll get her started.
Okay. I actually just saw the first actual useful ad on Paramount Plus.
Oh yeah.
It's a beauty, like a makeup company, but it's a makeup company that is, it's like the whole explanation is, I like wearing makeup, I like taking care of my skin, but I don't like wearing makeup and it makes me look like someone else. Like all of their makeup is like designed to like moisturize and protect you from the sun while just barely adding anything, so it's not like really changing you, it's more like a skincare with a slight like barely makeup effect. I approve of that. I can't stand, like, I mean, yeah, if you're doing like, if you're in theater, yeah, you need the big makeup and stuff. But just going on a date, you don't need to completely change your face. Which is again why I even told you. I mean, remember our first date? I told you I never wear makeup to a first date.
Fine by me.
Because I thought that was disingenuous to wear makeup to a first date. Because I'd rather you see me how I look. If you're gonna wake up next to me the next morning, and if you don't like it, then you can bounce.
Mm-hmm.
Although at this point, I think a lot of men probably prefer that because of when I started doing that was right before Snapchat became a thing and filters were like widely used. So.
Ugh.
But even on my dating profiles, I always had at least one picture of me with zero makeup. Because I'm like, I'd rather you see what I look like, because I would rather not have any surprises. I'm sure you would not like surprises.
Yep. The only thing I know is maybe if she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline. Oh god.
But see, what's great is like I got, you know, multiple messages, like, well, I mean, especially like on Tinder, because I didn't know what else to use for a while, that like they would just go off my first picture. I'm like, please make sure you've looked through all of my pictures. They're like, oh, why are you wearing makeup in that picture? I said, because that's how I actually look. Oh, well, you should be wearing makeup. And I'm like, well, then this obviously is not going to work. And just stop talking. Because I'm sorry, I'm not going to be like my stepmother and so many other, like, older women that I know that the second they wake up before their husband or before their significant other and go put on makeup because they want to... No, I'm not doing that shit. And it costs way too much because I have very particular skin.
Oh. What happened to John?
A toothache. He's probably drugged and also has a very sore mouth.
Okay.
Yeah. It looks like he had oral. Yeah, it looks like he had some kind of oral surgery, and so like the side of his face is all swelled. Yeah, so he's probably not feeling very good to begin with, and is probably loopy from the medication.
Medicine.
Yep. Well, medication is just another word for medicine.
Yeah.
And now I can't even tell because he can't even talk right because his mouth is all swollen because he had.
The doctor said.
There we
had
go.
something wrong. The dentist did something and made his mouth.
We've
swell.
got tons of copper here.
Like when
We need more
when I had
glass.
wisdom teeth taken out, which are these extra molars that some people get and some people don't. I had to have these extra molars that were in, like, removed, and it was a nightmare. Most people, it's not that big of a deal, but Mama's got weird teeth. And my mouth, like, both my cheeks, I look like a chipmunk. Both my cheeks were like, for like a week and a half. Some more? Or are you full? Okay, that's fine.
It's not Silent Jack, it's just.
Oh, poor John. He's just trying to get in and go to bed.
The doctor said he'll be fine in a few days.
Yeah, exactly. He probably had a tooth removed. Or a root canal, like a big root canal if they had an
Like a
infection
plant.
the walls
It's like a
swell up.
plant.
Kinda.
When it, like
Well,
this-
teeth have
like
roots.
this-
Teeth have roots like plants, and the roots go around your jaw. That's
Yeah.
what holds your teeth in place.
Is to harvest alien artifacts? Oh my god, Moss Frog. You're a hot mess.
It's just John. He's a little drugged.
What's going on? What's the convo?
Moss Frog is just doing
He looks like he's drunk.
just random
He is. He's
slogans and stuff, and
he's
the
had
one
major mouth surgery.
from Ada in Satisfactory where she's like 8 out of 10 doctors recommend that the only cure is to harvest alien artifacts.
Yes. Okay. Yes, but what was the context that triggered that in this immediate conversation?
Farrah talking about makeup in the background.
Oh, okay. I got Discord turned down, so I don't.
Yeah,
hear
you
much.
may not have heard her because she may not get picked up by Discord, but obviously the microphone picks her
I
up.
firmly believe that any woman
You never
on
did
a
have that
dating
filter, too,
website should have at
yeah.
least one photo of her with zero makeup on. And I refuse to go
Yes.
to my first date with makeup.
Yes, we heard you.
Well, you said someone didn't hear me.
I was talking to Nemonix.
Okay. Well, then he didn't hear me, obviously. I'm sorry. I may be dense. I'm sorry.
All right. Objection of argumentative.
Who's being argumentative? Gosh darn it!
Then it's only John like.
There's also a new movie. I don't want to go watch it in theaters, but the second we can get it on, like, on demand or whatever, you know, the premium. Oh, pick it up.
Careful. Oh, Jackson, can you do me a favor and go put that ice pack in the freezer? I forgot to do that. Can you do that for me, bud? It's fine.
Yeah,
Don't.
put the ice pack in the freezer.
You don't need to fix that. That'll be fine.
Yeah, we can fix that in a minute. It's okay. That doesn't matter. Just put the ice pack in the freezer and just set that lid. Yeah, just like that.
Just leave
it's
it there.
fine, and I'll fix it. But there's a new movie I do really, really want to see. Not in theaters, but I want to watch it as soon as we can at home. It's called The Working Man.
Okay.
And it's a Jason Statham movie. Do you know who that is? And like it starts off with like this really nice girl who like works at wherever he is, like bringing him food, and like everyone's really nice. And suddenly she gets kidnapped by human traffickers, and her family asks him to help. And he goes after them. And they're like, "Oh, you're not like it looks good."
The doctor said.
Because it's basically what
Taken.
blue collar taken. How's that? Like redneck blue collar taken is what I take it as, because it's the exact same thing that any of my cousins would have done for me had that shit happened.
Oh, it's silent. Yeah.
And how my dad always said, you know,
Silent.
that's the way you just need to deal with those kind of people.
Yeah.
And my dad is not a very violent person, but there are certain
Yeah.
things that he goes, no, there are certain things that certain people just need to be fed to alligators down the Mississippi or the Brazos.
Yep.
They thought John.
And I don't have a problem with that either.
Yeah, John is not.
Not even
Silent
sorry a
Jack.
little bit.
Yeah, John is not Silent Jack. The real one.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see.
Donna. That's not. Silent.
Yep.
Donna.
Well, dun, 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 dun. That's Mission Awesome. Also a very good song. Sorry, you don't have to be looking. I'm writing something.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, baby. Check your DMs, just don't read it out loud.
Yep.
The way it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jackson, could you bring Mom with the vape real quick? Just for a few minutes?
Okay.
Thank you, my love. Whenever he's ready.
All right, so
Yeah! Someone posted a video from their Ring doorbell, and one of the guys from the HOA shows up and rings their Ring doorbell, and she goes, "Hey, we're not home." He goes, "Yeah, I know you're not. I planned this. So option A, you can agree to give me a key to your house. Or option B, I have hired this locksmith to drill both of your locks because the HOA is required to have a master key to every house in the whatever." One of the best ones, like, and she goes, "I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm not, you know, whatever." He goes, "Yeah." She's like, "I wouldn't do that if I were you." And he goes, "Yeah, that's what I thought. So option B." And she goes, "I'm not telling you what to do." And he literally, the locksmith goes and like drills both locks.
It's
Someone
Michigan
chimes in. As a former police detective, I would file charges on them both and get the locksmith's license revoked. HOA rules can't legally allow that, so it's obviously faked. Yeah. And his accent sounds like kind of Austin. If that makes sense. So, which honestly, anywhere in the South, I would not have done that while on Ring doorbell, because at that point, I have a feeling that she would have immediately texted her husband, and someone, her husband, whoever is nearest, with a gun to make sure to handle the intruder, because there's castle doctrine in a whole lot of the southern states. It's obviously the South because both of them have southern accents. But yeah, you need to file charges on both these two criminals as well as the HOA. HOAs are not allowed to require that. Someone freaking drills both, like, locks.
I'm
on my
sorry,
house.
but no, you don't have the right to drill the lock on my door ever.
Yeah, especially on the freaking spot. And now, and not only did they do that, they're doing it knowing they're saying it in front of a Ring doorbell. So now she has evidence to bring it in front of whatever county magistrate. Yeah, there is no HOA in the country that is allowed to do that on the spot. I know that
Stop
for
them from
goddamn
doing
sure.
it anyway.
Well, okay, if you want to come up here, you better jump up here. I'm not about to move to help you. Come on, you want to come up here? Then come on. Come on. Yeah, I knew you could make it. You made it without even Mama needing to grab you, sir.
Mushroom.
A badger. Mushroom. A badger. Mushroom. A snake. Oh, it's a snake. Sorry, Jackson triggered that. I can't help it. Once I hear the beginning, I gotta finish the goddamn song. You're fine.
Oh yeah.
Watch whatever you want, baby. I mean, a bunch of people are saying, oh, it's a skit, whatever, it's fake. Actually, I wouldn't put it fucking past a whole lot of HOAs. I've seen some super sketchy shit from all of them.
PvP confirmed.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, living in an HOA is absolutely a PvP.
Yep.
Which is why I will never live under one. And I'm glad you won't either because, yeah, no, that is zero option ever for me. And I know it isn't for you either, so. Or it is zero option for you also, so however you want to say it.
Well, because a lot of times the affluent areas, Mossfrog, you don't have a choice because it's all HOAs.
Okay, the affluent suburban or urban areas. In rural areas, you have much more of a choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, in the more affluent suburban and urban areas, there is no choice, which is why I choose not to live in those places. Because I'm sorry, I am not gonna let everybody in the neighborhood
Pretty much,
tell me,
Mossfrog, you're not wrong.
what'd he say?
He said affluent area equals HOA mafia equals got ya.
Which equals not gonna fucking live there. Honestly, I don't
could
want to
care
live
less.
in any kind of an urban area or suburban area. This is the closest where we are to a suburban area I would like to live.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would prefer our neighbors to be like 10 acres away on either side, but where we are, that's not exactly an option right now, so understandable, but there's no HOA, so I can deal with it. Because no one's gonna say shit. Because everyone who lives out here doesn't want to be dealt with an HOA. Because everyone who lives in our area wants to just be left the fuck alone. Although, I'm extra prickly about it because I am disabled, and at one point I will need a ramp at all times, and most HOAs will not allow fucking ramps or allow disabled vehicles to be parked like in the driveway. They require them to be parked in the garage and require your freaking ramp to be in a garage so it can be closed, which is bullshit to me because I'm sorry, anything that deals with the ADA and like accessibility for someone who's like me in a wheelchair most of the time is null and void.
Yeah,
And
in
if
many
you wanna argue
jurisdictions,
with me, then
HOA
you can go
bylaws outrank
take a short
all other
or a
laws.
long walk off a short
Which
pier
is
for all it-
absurd.
Yeah, exactly. Just like I've seen way too many horror stories of veterans who are missing one or more limbs in wheelchairs that their HOAs are like, oh, you can't have a freaking, wheelchair ramp out in front of your house where people can see it. I'm sorry, why does that affect you?
I'm of the firm opinion that HOAs should just be completely abolished.
They should. Honestly, they should not be allowed because they are literal mini dictatorships.
I would like to see
And most
some
of their
sort
rules
of law or amendment to the Constitution or something
Yeah, it's just, oh.
that required properties
I get really,
on sale
really mad at
to be
HOAs.
dismissed from HOA membership.
Because I've
And
seen
if the
people,
new owners
like,
wish to come in
literally
on
heard
a
stories
voluntary
and
basis,
seen
then they
the
can do so.
receipts of the
But it is
people
not mandatory.
who lived
I'd be
in
fine with that.
HOAs and like paid like thousands
Because if you
But
want to
then-
have
but then-
cooperative management of the neighborhood, go for it. But they should
Hold on,
not.
do I need to hop into
The
Discord?
HOA is it's in a name is home owners association, not
Law.
property association. Yeah, you have those too by name, but it's a homeowner. As soon as the owner sells, well, they're not an owner no more. Therefore, the membership is canceled. That's how I believe it should work.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me when I talk like this?
You sound the same to me.
Okay.
Child.
Just making sure. I can hear you now. I just want to. I hopped in Discord so I can at least hear things.
But yeah,
Sailor
what I was saying is I believe that HOA membership should revert upon the sale of a home, because the new owners are different owners, because it's the name HOA, Home Owners Association, not Property Association.
And I absolutely agree with you.
And as soon as the sale is completed, well, the membership is null and void. If the new owners wish to sign up, then that's their choice, but it's their choice. It's not mandatory. At least I believe that's how it should run.
It should, because that's how this country was supposed to be run. But apparently, Karens. I get really mad at HOAs because I have seen so many freaking special and what I mean, I guess I have a soft spot for veterans because I have so many of my best friends through my like primary years that went into the military, and a whole lot of them came back with one or less limbs, and then trying to find a house in an area near enough where they could work all required an HOA, and the HOAs are not very friendly to people with disabilities. And I'm sorry, once you join an HOA, I'm sorry, all of the ADA requirements should absolutely apply, which means no one should give a shit if you have a ramp in front of your house, or even I've even heard stories of people.
Fun
who
fact: HOAs are technically a form of corporation.
Yeah.
Therefore, ADA rules apply even much more harshly to them than they do to individual locations.
Well, yes, but most
You have to
people
prove it
don't
in a
know
court
that.
of law.
Unfortunately, most people don't know that.
And all they do is stall the court system until you can't afford to keep going.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd like to see that removed too. The stalling of court
Oh, I
progress.
totally agree.
Procedural nonsense.
No, I'm sorry. Honestly, if you are doing something to your house that has to do with the ADA laws and being accessible to someone in a wheelchair or with mobility issues, I'm sorry. If you want to bring a problem, the person, the HOA or the whoever is in charge of the HOA has to pay for the court costs to bring it in front of the court, and nothing has to be done until it can be proven that it shouldn't be done. And then in the event that they are overruled, they should have to pay all of the fees that it cost for the person to make their house accessible. Not only should they have to pay for the court costs, they should have to pay for the original cost that the owner originally paid.
I totally
for
agree,
to make
Moss
it
Frog.
accessible. Because I'm sorry, if you made it more difficult for someone who can't walk to be able to roll into their house on their wheelchair, you need to be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
SpongeBob said,
I think in the far future, whenever I start looking for houses, if I see a house that I semi-like, that and it belongs to an HOA, I will do a 50% cash offer, as in it'll be half off in cash today if they can get the property removed from, or if you can't get the property removed from HOA, otherwise it'll be a 20% bonus cash offer. If you can get it removed, from the HOA.
Honestly, that
I
would
want
be
to see
amazing.
HOA's membership be a demerit on housing prices.
It should be.
It should be, I agree.
What's funny is because we were talking about something that kind of pertains to this earlier. Obi, let me have my foot back. Thank you. I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to get off the couch, out from under the dog, and he just is like dead waiting on my foot. I got up out of my comfy spot to have this conversation. But yeah, no. Okay, so this goes back, and I mean, I know this isn't an HOA situation, but it's, I consider it HOA adjacent, I guess. So when I was still married to my ex-husband, and we moved he PCS'd to Annapolis, Maryland. He PCS'd before me, so he was able to stay in the barracks until we found housing for us, okay? Because I was legally not allowed to travel on airplane for like a month and a half. Actually, I mean, I guess, okay, so he left, he had to be there at the beginning of November, and my spinal surgery was on December 29th, okay? And I was not allowed to travel by plane for 4 weeks after my spinal surgery. And they even said, it should be 8 weeks, but we can't stop you after 4. And of course, he pitched a fit because he wanted me there with him. He wanted me there with him because, according to him, he was scared I was going to be cheating on him. I'm sorry, I just had fucking spinal surgery. I can't even walk from the fucking, like, I'm still like barely able to get from the bed into my wheelchair into the bathroom. Which, at this point, I realized that at this point he was already seeing his next girlfriend. Later on down the road, I realized that. But, you know, so I get, like, he literally, like, guilts me into, like, basically telling my doctor, okay, well, I gotta go. Within 4 weeks of having a major lumbar spinal surgery, that the doctor told me, you should not be on an airplane for the minimum 8 weeks. And I'm like, I don't have 8 weeks, I have 4. And he's like, I'm still telling you, you shouldn't be on it. And I'm like, well, I don't really have a choice because, you know, I'm trying to be a good wife at this point. Well, a week before we get there, or actually it would have been 2 weeks, they start looking for like housing. And they gave us, you know, the temporary housing for my wheelchair at the officers' barracks in Pax River because they knew that was available. They wanted us to move closer to Annapolis because after he got there, Annapolis realized, oh shit, we don't have any actual ADA housing that is wheelchair appropriate. Every single house was 2 or more levels. None of the bedrooms were on the first level of any of the houses. The next closest house they had was for like the second in command officer because it was a 4-story house and me and my husband would have had to stay in what would have been originally the slave quarters or the servants' quarters, if you want to be politically correct, on the bottom floor. And the top 3 floors of that house would have been completely, absolutely useless to us. Because that was the only house that had a full bedroom and bathroom on the first floor with me in a wheelchair. So they're like, okay, well, you know what? We'll put you in here temporarily, but we think you should be in, like we said earlier, I told you earlier, a place called Fort Meade, which is an army base. And while we were staying there, like, they literally told us not to unpack because if we could deal with, you know, if Fort Meade was okay, we'd have to go there. I went to that house, or the housing they had for that. We would have had to build 3 separate ramps to get up the 3 full steps to get to the front door. Okay? And that's just to get to the front door. Once in the house, I could not have entered anything but the master bedroom, the living room, and the kitchen in my wheelchair. I couldn't have gone into the extra bathrooms. I couldn't have gone into the bathroom in the master bedroom. I also could not have accessed the sink because of the way it was built with a wheelchair. And at that point, I went in and they were like, oh, is this really that big of a deal? And I said, if you want to come back out to the house with me and take a look, fucking took them on a tour. And they saw exactly, like, to get into any of the bathrooms in the house, I would have had to stop my wheelchair at the door, crawled out of my wheelchair, crawled on my hands and knees to the toilet, bathtub, sink, whatever, do whatever I needed to do, and then crawl on my hands and knees back into my wheelchair. And at which point they said, okay, you know what, you can just stay at Pax River in the officer housing, because officer housing there, I could get my wheelchair in any room or bathroom of the house, and all of the bathrooms, like all of the bathtubs were like the, you know, like the shower bathtub sets, where they had like these cool, like built-in, you know, seats that you could sit down on the edge of the tub that I could transfer from my wheelchair into the bathtub and then slide in while also, you know, keeping the, like, the shower curtain closed. And they were like, you know what, you can stay there. It's not going to cost you guys anything. Because I think at that point they realized, holy shit, if she goes to the news with this, that not only is the base that her husband's working at not ADA compliant.
Our ass is grass and she's the lawnmower.
Yeah, exactly. Not only is our base not okay, the next closest base isn't okay for someone who's actually fully in a wheelchair. So we're going to make them happy and send them to officer housing where they have the awesome house. Like, literally, that house was great. I mean, it was a 2-bedroom, or I mean, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. And it was totally built for it was not only built for a wheelchair, it was also built for someone who was hearing impaired as well. Like, every single room had the flashers, or if you were just if you were totally deaf, you could just have the flashers, or if you were like hearing impaired, it had the doorbell would go off in every single room with the flashers. And then, you know, the whole kitchen was completely designed for a wheelchair, where every single cabinet had a pull-out drawer. So every single shelf in the cabinet you could pull out and reach and all that stuff, which was great. But the fact that they didn't have any of those in there, which was technically legally required since the Americans with Disabilities Act, I think they were just trying to make sure that we didn't cause a problem. Or I didn't cause a problem, because I'm sure if I went to the media, they would have been fucked. Because that's a federal law that even the fucking military has to abide by. That's one of the few situations that you can actually sue the military for.
I know that it's you know, a thing in the military, because when my ex was on complete bed rest, and when we first got home from the hospital with Willie,
yep,
we immediately got moved to NCO housing, because our 2-story house was no longer safe for William.
Yep. And they didn't want to deal with anybody being upset about anything, because...
Well, no, I literally looked at him and I said, look,
this is what the hospital requires.
Possibly is going to be, you know, disabled. He's not, but we didn't know at the time.
Well, yeah, because you don't know up until they get to the point where they're crawling. You legitimately don't know.
And so, you know, they had to. It was a requirement. In the Air Force, there wasn't an option. They had to. It wasn't a choice. The doctor recommended it, and the doctor's recommendation was nearly law.
If the doctor's recommend, it doesn't matter what branch. The doctor's recommendation supersedes the branch's laws.
I know.
Yeah, but yeah.
And that's why we.
They're like,
you know, I'm an E4 in NCO. You know, E8, E9 housing. People are looking at me like, what the hell did you do to get these really nice houses?
Well,
and not that the you know, lower enlisted housing was bad, because it was all built at the same time.
But it just didn't fit
but
the requirements.
Those houses were all single story.
Yep.
They were on a bigger lot. They had a 2-car garage instead of a 1-car garage. They had, you know, and it was it was a nicer house all around.
Well, I mean, honestly, the house we were living in on Pendleton did not meet the requirements for us because there was not a shower. I had to crawl on hands and knees or scoot, like sit my butt and like, you know, do dips basically to lift me up each step to get to the only bathtub in the house. Which I think was possibly why they wanted him to move faster, because they realized, oh shit, we don't really have any housing that she can like be in. Mm-hmm. I mean, they did, but it would have been like a full, like, you know, the military would have been required to move all of our shit to that housing. And although, you know, I found out later that even though we were supposed to take, there were other options available, he took the next one to that side of the country without telling me at all, and then got mad at me for being upset. Like, look, I wouldn't have been upset if you'd have just told me, like, hey, this is a possibility, we may be moving here. I'd have been like, okay, cool, whatever. But don't fucking spring it on me and say, oh yeah, in 30 days we're moving and we're going to this part of the country where you have no family, and we still don't know where y'all are gonna live because we don't really have a place for y'all.
So good.
It was a shit show. And I think the military was just kind of trying to, you know.
Ow.
Although then they were very, very, even more accommodating after shit hit the fan when I was there. And when we got there, fun fact, I am the reason that now at least the Navy and the Marine Corps have a specific law against abusing service animals. Because before I was there, it didn't count. It wasn't against the USMJ or USM.
UCMJ.
Yeah, UCMJ. There you go. And when the Admiral found out about that, he was not very happy. Because before that, if you hurt a service animal, it was the same as destruction of personal property, which was not a felony. It was just a misdemeanor. And then when, you know, the Admiral found out about that, he goes, oh yeah, no, we're fixing this shit. And it became a law after me. Which I'm very happy about. Because I'm sorry, abusing a service animal should be its own special, like, class of don't fucking do it. Because at that point, according to naval and marine law, abusing a service animal was the same as abusing an animal, which was a whole different aspect. Or, I mean, no, it wasn't abusing an animal. It wasn't even considered abusing an animal because they were considered, medical equipment, so it was the same as like destruction of property, so it was like a super misdemeanor. And then it changed, so at least something good came of that for everybody after me. Oh no, at the end NCIS actually did get involved, and the Admiral totally sided with NCIS.
Your setup is cool. No, thank you, Demonic. I'm trying to get it more organized because it's really, it's a lot of just everywhere. And I need to get these guys. Over.
Although, Tomas Frog, once NCIS got involved and they learned everything that was going on, a whole bunch of shit got done very, very fast. Because they didn't take that shit very lightly, especially at Annapolis, which is where you are training the future of Naval Command. Yeah, they didn't fuck around. I'll give them at least that. Which is probably why the judge nearly left someone out of the court when they're like, she doesn't actually need a service dog and she doesn't need her wheelchair, so she shouldn't be allowed either in court. And the judge basically looked at him and goes, really? Because both NCIS and the attorney that was said to me, okay, that's fine. If looked at the judge, said, if you want to have her crawl in here on her hands and knees in front of the court, I'm totally, she says she's down for it, but everybody's gonna know about it. And the judge basically goes, yeah, no, we're not doing that here. This is not a circus, and I'm not going to allow that in my court. So, any other requests? And basically the attorney went, no. And they decided to get in line. I'm trying to remember which one that one is. Oh, I mean, come on, you can't not love her. You can't not love Ziva. I'm sorry. Ziva was like my absolute favorite part of NCIS. And I'm sorry, I still choose to imagine her as part of, Mossad, not like, what was she, Argentinian? Or she was from Chile. I still, because she totally looked the part for being Israeli and, just being the extra badass of Mossad, like fucking nailed it. Her and Abby were the only parts I truly enjoyed of NCIS, to be perfectly honest. I just liked Abby because, I mean, who doesn't love a farting hippo, Stuffy? And her ridiculousness. Because that would have been me if I could have done that job.
Okay, so
Whoa, that robot.
What?
He does look like
He does look like Bender.
Yeah, that's Chris's favorite thing.
Mm-hmm. Although, okay, funnily enough, the NCIS, the person in charge of the NCIS investigation was kind of halfway between DiNozzo and Jethro. Like, I mean, he was a good-looking man. I wasn't interested at the time because I honestly didn't give a shit at that point. I just wanted to get away. But, like, he was like a halfway medium between them. But also like 6'3", and he did not put up with any shit.
SpongeBob, you're not ready to see Night of the Robots. It's rated.
Rated R. Gary's not a robot. He's a snail.
But Bender.
Bender is a robot, but Gary's not a robot.
Yeah.
I mean, minus the goth part, it's just like the ADHD spasticness and like the ridiculous like weird random factoids she always knew, plus the farting hippo. I just like the farting hippo. I don't know why. But not like the goth part. That I could have done with a little less of, to be perfectly honest. I just liked, she totally had that like ADHD-tism vibe of like, she doesn't really give a shit about what anyone else thinks. She just is like on her own plane of, I'm just gonna do this. Like, not the style, but the rest of it. But definitely not the style. I've never been a big fan of goth. You know. It's just not my thing. I mean, it's fun to do, like, goth stuff every once in a while, but not, again, like we were talking, I think it was, like, yesterday or something. I don't like the white face paint, like there's some really pretty goth
going
makeup,
on?
but not when you add it
How
with the
are you guys
extra power.
getting past?
I told SpongeBob not to watch Night of the Robots. This is rated R.
Get it.
Yeah,
Yep.
he already has nightmares.
Oh, that hurts, kitty. Come on, either climb up or don't. I don't care, but pick one. That hurt. Ow! My leg is not the proper place to do the Mufasa thing. I'm just really glad I had trimmed her nails literally this morning. Oh, come on. I even trimmed her nails and I still got a couple claw marks. Fuck. Ow!
Have you heard of the old cartoon Betty Boop?
I love Betty Boop.
That's an old cartoon.
It is a very old cartoon. You don't need to remind me, I promise. Oh shit, what was it in the for?
Let's see. So we were gonna work on.
Shit, I was looking for another video, but I mean, this one's just too fucking cute not to show you. No? She got no teethers. It's a little chihuahua in a sweater crawling up to someone with like a blankie over and her like little tongues hanging out because she's got no teethers.
And he made the chihuahua
She is
eyes.
definitely making the chihuahua eyes. Right, there you go.
Oops, sorry.
You're fine. Hold on. I'm trying to. There's actually a hilarious picture or video that I have that totally goes with the goddamn cat crawling up my leg. And it's hilarious. Oh, hold on. I gotta do that. I gotta do this one.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Let me when you're ready. Actually, I can totally put this video on. I'll put it in the tavern afterwards, but it's because it's super cute. Opie's the same size as Winston at that point.
A little bit bigger.
But not much. He's the same height, just more like stocky.
Yeah.
It's just so hilarious to watch them. And then as soon as he falls over, it's like, "Are you okay, buddy?" Oddly enough, guess what's playing in the background of this video?
What?
SpongeBob. What's playing in the background here? Just look at the big TV.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob thinks Mr. Krabs is Bender.
Don't do it! Opie, don't do it! Oh my goodness, hold on. Put this earbud in because I forgot about this one and this one is hilarious. Okay, you ready? Although, does that explain why Opie is afraid of Winston to this day? I'm sorry, so Opie, who is now like, 60 some odd pounds, and Winston, who has never passed 12 pounds. This is when we first got Opie, and he was maybe 15 pounds, and he tries to bork at Winston, and Winston jumps on him, and then all of a sudden you just hear, "Arr, arr, 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 arr." Like he is being murdered. They murdered me!
I signed the guy like chocolate.
And even at that point, Winston still didn't have enough teeth, nor were they sharp enough to cause that kind of a reaction. You've seen his teeth. His teethers were blunt when we got him at 3. It's just ridiculous, and I love it. This one needs no sound, but still. Just turn it. He didn't even have enough teepers to hurt him at that point. Oh my goodness, I haven't watched these videos in so long, it's ridiculous.
All right.
monkeys. They're not monkeys.
Why did you not drop it off? Come on.
Tell me this isn't a mirror image, although all grown up, of Opie and Doc, okay? Watch them. Ready? Ready?
Yeah, definitely.
It just makes me so happy. I forgot about all these videos. Oh my god, it's even reversed. Watch it. Ready, ready, ready. Barks, barks, and then ready. He does the jump, and then I'm gonna sit on you. just like Doc does now to Opie. It's just all. It's a circle.
He's a circle.
Speaking of dogs barking, you see that meme I posted?
I will in a second. Alright, let's see. that is what's funny, what's even funnier is that meme when Winston's being an extra asshole, I throw a blankie over his head and call him Emperor Puppetine. Like when he's bullying the other dogs or like being super demanding with his barks, I literally pull a blankie over just like that dog, the other dog is, and call him Emperor Puppetine.
It's extra relevant. Nice.
It's extra relevant. But my family is sleeping. I said bork. Or, I mean, it says bark, but we say bork, but you know.
Bork is an extra deep bark.
Yes. Winston tries to bork with all his might. I mean, it's still a yip, but we still call it a bork just to make him feel good.
You could always call it a biff.
Oh no, his isn't even a biff. It's a yip. It's still a yip. Because he gets super high pitched, and I just wish Doc, because Doc's bark, like when he wants something, like when he's like looking at you, like trying to get your attention, he goes super high pitched like Winston does, because he's a coonhound, and apparently they can understand pitch. Because fuck our lives. It's actually hilarious. So apparently Legendary B-Man is playing in a party. And guess who just started playing a little bit of the Baldur's Gate?
Yes, can't wait for the movie.
Yeah, that was there before you came into Discord, though.
Was it?
Yeah, I saw it the
Oh,
other
I
day.
don't remember. It's still funny. It's such a fun game. I just want to finish. Oh, I need to finish. I still need to finish. I'm almost done. I'm like halfway through that last bag.
Yes. Can't wait.
I just had to show the video. Well, I got on a tangent and then had to find the videos. Well, this one has no sound, but watch his little face and his paws. Because he is out like a light, just
Having to puppet babies.
It just is super cute because like he just like the little snarl and it's like "Arr, I'm gonna get you. Arr, I'm big and scary." And again, at that point, he was maybe 14 pounds, maybe. I think honestly, I mean, I'm sure he was more muscled than Winston, but more of it was just extra skin. Wait, I forgot about that part. Ready, watch the lies. Where he opens it, like they open their eyes, but like the third eyelid's closed. Like, nah, ah,
Wait for the movie.
I'm gonna get it.
Yes. Can't wait.
Puppies are so ridiculous, and I love it. This is like 6 months later, and look how much bigger he is. And then Winston's still like grabbing onto his face, but he still won't like pick on him because he just remembers being little and when
Really?
Winston would beat him up.
We got things to see.
Arr, I'm gonna get
Not
you.
Bummer Summer.
Arr.
Come on.
What's even better is in the background, Winston. Okay, so Winston's itty bitty, but sometimes he gets really mad, and all you hear is like this gremlin growl because it's not like a full dog growl. It's like a. And it's just ridiculous because you're just like, no one is scared of that. But he absolutely believes everyone is scared of it.
I'm glad you like my maker and not Bummer Summer Dare.
I love your
Summer Dare.
yes.
That's gonna be perfect for summer.
I liked your comic book too. That looks
Yes.
fantastic.
Yeah, and I got it. That's gonna be perfect. Yeah. And not Bummer Summer. Last day, no more work, no more tests.
I promise this is the last few seconds I'm gonna make you listen to, but this one you're gonna crack your ass up over. Okay, you ready? Hanging off a jowl. Even though you're a third his weight. And he's just like, I can't hurt you because you're in charge, but you're tiny. And so not terrifying.
Look what I found. The golden hand.
Love you.
Love you. Yeah. Oh, you did. You found it. Good job, Bubby. No, not you. Just come over and lay back over. Okay, I guess actually I'm fine. Just come lay with me. Oh, I didn't even realize it fit. Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Ah, Opie.
What?
He's fluffy.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm gonna vacate the premises if he's just fluffy because I don't want to be anywhere near it. But I have a feeling it's gonna travel over here because of all the fans. Because that's just how everything works. All right, Opie, if you want to come lay down, now's the time to do it. Well, I'm
Go to
not in
mama.
a spot.
Go to mama.
Come here, Opie.
He's like, I was itching, Mom. I'm coming.
Opie, Opie. No, don't you come here. Come here. There you go. There, yeah, you keep. Okay, fine. Here, hold on. Let me get in my spot, and then you can lay on top of Mama, facing her, because I really don't want your ass of mass destruction facing me when you fluffy. He says you go away. I know. I love that I can like grab his face and do the and he just goes but he won't shut his mouth at all on me. He's like, it's Mama. I can't hurt the Mama. I'm incapable of hurting the Mama. You try so hard. I appreciate it. At least with Mama and Jackson. I wish you would try harder with Sam. But at least I appreciate how nice you are to me and Jacqueline. Yeah. oh, you are itchy. Oh, I'll get it. Oh, I got the spot. Oh, I got the spot. Oh, I got the spot. He's doing kickstart and can't control his head. All right. It shouldn't be this hard to put the freaking saddles in their place. There we go. Here, go that way. Just here, scoot. I need you to scooch over just a little bit so Mama can get in her spot. Obey. Don't you? No, you don't. Come here. Opie, come here. I need you to turn just a little bit so I can get in my spot. I would appreciate if you would allow me to get my spot. Oh, I know what I got. What do I got over here? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it was just the earbuds. But it was a ploy to get you to lay the way I wanted. Ha ha ha. Gentle. There you go. Good job. Good job, my buddy. I know. You want people so much. Oh, my love. My love. You got such a big. I know. Oh, you're gonna give mama kisses? Yeah, you're gonna give mama kisses? Okay, let's lay down. I don't need any more kisses. I'm totally covered in slobber. I'm officially doused with the slobber. So, no. I got you. I got you. Hey, sir. No. No, leg over. Right there is totally fine. You can lay right there just like Doc does earlier. Doc's not here, so you can lay there right now. It's okay, okay? Jackson's not over here, and Winston's up in his spot, so you can lay right there.
Hey, look.
You having fun with your sticky hand?
Yeah.
Those are so much. I loved those. Those were one of my favorite toys when I was a kid. I
And watch
loved
this.
getting sticky hands. Yup.
I got those from the party.
Yup. Here, bring it over here. Let me see how big it is. Depending on how big it is, we may need to try to get you a bigger one. Let me see. Here, bring it.
Yes, I could do this.
Oh yeah, no, we totally need to get a bigger one for you to have fun with, okay? Because these ones are fun, but there are some that are like that tall. We need to. We'll find. I'll find you some, okay?
Okay.
That sounded so
Yeah, I guess. I'm excited to get that
Come here,
Fist of
lay-
Doom glove.
cool. I know. That'll be awesome. Oh wait, what do you think you're doing? You can lay down on top of Mama, but you're not gonna do that. No. Yeah, I know exactly. I told you no. Come here. You can come lay over here. There you go. Lay right there. Lay right there, and you're good. Okay? Just stay. Opie. Just chill. Okay? There's no need for that. No need for that.
Bigfoot.
Ooh.
It sounded like
Yeah.
like a helicopter.
Yeah, kinda.
Look at me, I'm flying.
You're gonna take off?
Stop right there, Cronin.
Opie! need you to continue licking the back of my arm. You have officially fixed my dry elbows. I promise, sir. Oh, sure. There we go. Sir, please stop licking the back of my arm. You can lay and snuggle, that's fine. I don't need you licking my arm as I'm trying to do stuff. It's unhelpful. There you go. Go lay down. Get in your comfy spot. There you go. That's fine.
He's a jolly good fellow.
You like that sound, huh?
Yeah.
I do
What's
too.
this? What the?
Yup. I need to get you some koi balls. I think you would have fun with those.
Yeah.
They look pretty cool.
Whoa! Whoa!
All right, we need to get a few more.
lay down and I'll put the lay right here and I'll put the blankie over you, okay? Opie, lay down. Come on, come here and lay down and I'll put the blankie. There you go. See, there you go. There you go. Let me have some. You can't hog it all, sir. I know. You're used to like king size blankies, but you gotta share, buddy. You gotta share. There you go. It is just hilarious to me that with as tough as he acts to go to sleep, he needs to like tuck himself in or have me tuck him in.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I said that, all I hear is like you could hear him audibly like not just sigh, but like a nasally sigh, like nasal sound sigh, like, why you gotta call me out like that, Mom? Because as big and tough as you act, you are still a pansy, and I love you.
Come on. So it doesn't tell you where they land?
I will have no.
Alright, I'm back.
Have you used the ant launchers at all?
I haven't played the game nearly as much as you have,
No. Okay, fair enough.
so I don't have them.
Well,
And,
we're figuring them out yet. I was just seeing if you had messed around with them.
I haven't played the game since Saturday.
Oh.
Do they have a range?
Apparently, I'm guessing you have to do the range math or whatever on your own, because
Do they not display it?
it doesn't show anything that I can see as to where they're gonna land.
Well, when you're
And-
placing it down, or if you click on it, does it have a...
Yes, it
Range
does. It does have a range, rotation, and... Or, it has a rotation, power, and angle.
Oh,
But
there's no
that-
visual display, okay.
But there's no... Yeah, it's just analog.
Okay, and what are there numbers on the tooltips?
For what?
Launchers. The slider bars. Because I just saw graphical stuff. Is there, if you hover over the sliders, are there numbers?
Nope.
Or if you click and hold?
Nope.
Car with control.
Lovely. Make sure to use a disposable hand to test it. Is there any tutorial video info on it or something? Not seeing any.
Mm-mm. Not that I see.
You are going so fast, dude.
Let's see.
I don't know how you aren't dizzy by that.
Yeah, it's not called Big Feet. It's called Bigfoot.
Well, yeah, Bigfoot. Hey, could you grab me the vape, please?
Okay. I borrow the vape, please?
Sir?
They're saying the ant launcher aim varies so much. Power and angle all fluctuate, makes it hard to determine where they are going to land. Okay. Video, let's see.
I don't even see the ant.
Who's a July? For Bigfoot.
How did that ant get there?
Okay. Yeah, you're definitely going to want to test it.
Oh wow, that's like spot on.
By the way, where they land is something that you're going to put down a field of trails for them to land on, so that they start walking.
Oh, you don't want to use a landing pad then?
Correct.
The Scream Monster said no food on the ride.
That should be plenty.
No food. No food on rides.
Well, if you get motion sickness, you should not eat a whole bunch before you hop on like super
Throw
big
them in the
rides.
trash.
Well, yeah. Yeah, no, you should put them down and then.
Just
Honestly.
pop it and smush it.
Well, okay.
I don't like that it doesn't give you any kind of landing location when you're setting it up. That's absurd.
Here.
Yeah, you just gotta test it and then build it.
Remote.
And if you have the wrong setting, your ants go in the void.
Back. Back. And then
To the sign.
Hold on, just wait.
Okay.
There we go.
So I went maximum angle and a little bit extra power.
Interesting.
All right.
So your
I have
population
first-hand
stage
experience
is the highest
of
can go is
exactly
26.
where they
Max
are
population is 2,000.
after this.
Mm-hmm.
Just letting you know.
Although
Oh, okay.
actually, I know exactly where that is also because that is no. I know exactly what pool it is. Right next door to where I went. Name. Hold on. Alright, so that ride they're looking at is called Goliath. And that is the highest roller coaster at Magic Mountain.
The ant launchers are definitely a fast way to get ants from
Or Six
one
Flags
side of
Magic
the
Mountain, which is
end of the
in
next.
Yeah.
yeah, there's Six Flags Magic Mountain, which is in Santa Clarita, California. Ready?
That's so far away.
It is. Well, it wasn't very far from where we used to live. Watch. All right, watch that ride go down. Yeah, that's exactly Goliath. Don't you agree, baby?
What?
That's Goliath. Look at the just look at the
I know
graph.
for a fact it is.
Exactly. Okay? Alright. Now, I know also for a fact that where it says the Scream Monster, that is actually Colossus because I recognize the trusses above it. Now give me a second. Once it backs up and you can see it, that's Colossus's entrance, correct?
I couldn't tell you. Don't remember.
Oh, Zuzana.
I don't like wooden roller coasters at all. They hurt.
If you don't like wooden roller coaster, I can tell you for a fact that is Colossus at Six Flags Magic.
I like
For somebody tall like me, they hurt really, really bad.
Well, I mean, they hurt me too, but I also have spinal issues. But not only do I know that's Colossus Six Flags Magic Mountain because I worked there for 10 plus years doing Fright Fest and their actual security force. My first boyfriend's father dug his construction company, dug the area and laid out the pads for the original trusses for Colossus. And I remember that very vividly because because it was originally just Magic Mountain, and once Six Flags bought it, they refused to, what's the word? Not obey or continue, whatever, the lifetime,
Honor the contract.
honor the contract of the lifetime season passes for everyone involved in the construction of Colossus while it was Magic Mountain before Six Flags bought it. I vividly remember that part because I also loved Colossus. That was the only wooden roller coaster that I could ride that I was actually okay with. Like Cyclone at Six Flags Magic Mountain. You've never been on Colossus, unfortunately. But when we go back there, we can go on Colossus at some point, okay? Also, Colossus was your Auntie Jenny's, my stepsister, or my half-sister. That was the first roller coaster she ever went on, and halfway up the ride, she literally turned to my dad and said, "This isn't like a roller coaster, is it?" After the entire day pitching a fit that she wanted to go on Colossus, and my dad looks at her and he goes, "This is the largest roller coaster in the park." And she was like, "Can we get off?" And he goes, "No."
I made a terrible error in judgment.
Yeah, because my dad kept telling her, "Okay, that's what it is," and kept pointing to Colossus. I mean, Colossus really isn't that bad. Honestly,
it's my puppet motion sim.
Well, Colossus actually was much more of a smoother ride than what's called Cyclone, which was the other wooden roller coaster on the other end of the park that they ended up tearing up because it kept making people sick. But still, I vividly know, because also Colossus was directly across from the aid station at Six Flags, which was about 45 feet from where you clocked in for anything else, and where my team came in to go towards,
Your first spawn child.
well, Tidal Wave, which was the Tidal Wave entrance. Like, they would shut down Tidal Wave when it wasn't summer, and that's where our maze would end up. And it was originally Dead Man's Bog, and then, oh shoot, I don't even remember the other two ones it was. Like for haunted houses in the winter, or like autumn. But it was just right there. Like, I mean, it was like a little trifecta. But yeah, I know for a fact that is Colossus.
That is Colossus.
And it's an amazing ride, I'm not gonna lie. But the ride Colossus is not the one they show you in this movie, because when it says they're going on to the Monster Scream, they go in through Colossus's queue line, but in the regular show, they show riding Goliath, which is like 2.5 to 3 times higher than Colossus, and also like an actual, it's like a dual rail cart. Oh gosh, I can't even remember the damn terms for it. And also, whenever they were doing Fright Fest, Colossus ran backwards.
I remember that.
Right? It was super fun.
I did it one time backwards, and I said I'd never do it again because it jarred my knees so bad that I had trouble walking the rest of the night because it was already bad because the cars were super small and I barely fit in them. But then going backwards the whole ride, my knees were pressed against the back wall. Oh, it was fucking miserable.
I didn't have a problem because I had really big hips and the extra padding, but I also remember James, my boyfriend at the time, who was 6'4", had the same fucking problem. Like, he rode it one time, and after that he's like, I am never doing this again because I swear to God, if I don't need knee surgery in a month, I will be fucking flabbergasted. Like, it fucked his knees up because he was super tall. And he, you know, it wasn't just like a body tall. He had like the legs tall because he had a 38-inch inseam. Like, so he had the really, I mean, he had like, he was kind of average for his size, but like he had like the long legs. And it fucked his knees up. He wrote it one time. He goes, I am never getting on this again backwards. So I was like, okay, that's fine. But that was also the night that he had to carry me out of one of the mazes that was in the, oh shoot, I can't even remember. Damn it, now I'm mad that I can't remember the maze. But it was one of the like random mazes and it was supposed to be okay because they flagged the mazes that were supposed to have clowns. So we went through one of the other mazes and there was a single clown in that maze that jumped out right in front of my face and I passed the fuck out.
Yeah, I am.
And he had to carry me out of
like
the theater.
The House of Doom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's like.
Yeah, no, the one clown, as soon, like, I was doing okay. And then the clown jumped out at me, and I just passed out. And he had to literally carry me out.
Wait, watch this.
Like, they even opened the extra, like, they had to carry me out of the normal, like, pathway door. Because every haunted house, aside, I mean, yeah, no, ours was, you know, no. Ours was the only one that didn't have, like, a side door to carry you out because it was so short. All the other ones had at least 1 to 4 doors to get you out. And the one we were in had 2 different doors. And he had to literally carry me out because I passed out. And everything was fine until, like, season... What was it? Okay, hold on. Let me think. It was season 4, because season 4 was the first year that they tried to switch the theme of what was in Tidal Wave, which was supposed to be Dead Man's Bog originally. And they tried to switch it, and they put me in the fucking clown maze, and I literally threatened to walk with my entire crew. Like, you can't do that. I'm like, I cannot handle clowns. I'm telling you this right now. You need to get another crew switched with us. Like, you can't do that. I'm like, watch me. I'm not gonna do it. And, like, they waited a little bit, and at one point they had a clown walk up to me, not to, like, try to scare me, but they had a clown walk up to me as one of the, like, managers was walking up to me. The clown walked up to me because I was looking for the manager. I saw the manager, and I looked back, saw the clown, and immediately puked into some bushes and said, I will take my crew, and we will walk right now if you don't put me in another place. And they go, okay, that's fine. And they switched us back with Dead Man's Bog, which I can't remember the second one they put us as. I think it was like the Haunted Swamp? I can't remember. It wasn't Dead Man's Bog, but it was like something super similar. Undead Swamp or something like that. But I was like, I will literally walk. I don't care. And even when the owner of the company called, you can't do that. I said, watch me. I will literally leave your company for all I care. I can't do clowns. Period. And luckily, that day, I happened to have both my younger and older brothers who happened to be back on leave, one of which was back from leave from the 171st Airborne, and the other one who was back on leave from being security forces for the fucking Marines. And they were like, yeah, you try to fucking make her and we will fucking make sure you understand why that's not gonna happen. And that never happened again, oddly enough. And can you imagine why? Because at that point, well, I mean, okay, so the younger one was E4 Mafia. The other one was high enough up to be like, yeah, fuck y'all. Literally, he was just back for literally 4 weeks before going back to frickin' what's it called? Kandahar to do his combat photography at that point. He was switching between, like when he was on base, he was military police, and then once they deployed him, they did combat photography. So, can you imagine arguing with someone who did combat photography and military police, and another one who was 171st? Ranger Division for the Army. That's a no.
That haunted maze scared you?
It absolutely.
When
The clown.
All
Yeah,
right,
no, 'cause they tried to
so-
put in the like the maze they tried to like put me in was all clowns. And fuck that, I will not do it. You know what? If you want to find someone else to fill it, that's fine. But I'm gonna take me and the people that I hired and brought with me in my car to another maze. If you don't want us, we will go and bounce, and you can find someone else to fill our position. Cause fuck that shit. We're out. And despite them not being afraid of clowns, the fact that I was afraid of clowns, they were gonna make sure I was not near any clowns.
Yeah, I don't like
Because,
haunted maze.
well, I mean, I also have known Aaron since he was, 8 years old, so.
I don't like haunted mazes.
That is Goliath.
Goliath.
It is an amazing ride, I'm not gonna lie, it's a super fun ride.
Yeah.
Even though I pass out every time I get to the double helix. Okay, so, look. Go up and there's a whole bunch of stuff that it's up and down. You don't do any loops or anything. There's one point where you do this really tight double spin, and it makes me pass out every time. But it's still fun.
That's so fun.
Exactly.
Oh no.
I'm not so sure about this. Uh-oh.
Oh, that way.
Yeah, turn to your right. Turn to your right. No, don't turn to your left. Oh, you did.
Now I lost a point.
Although
Now I have to watch it.
Yep. Although I don't think they should have lost a point because going through that ride is pretty awesome.
Alright, so do not like haunted.
Well, that's not a carnival. That's an actual amusement park, and those rides are
Okay,
absolutely
so
safe.
there we go.
Absolutely safe.
I don't think this isn't right. I'm literally looking at 4, 5 yellow worker 2s. And it says I only have our worker 1s, pod worker 1s. This is not accurate.
There we go. Okay. Oh, there we go. I know exactly which this ride is. All right, so hold on.
Why is this so inaccurate?
This is the exact ride. This will show you from the first person, at the very front of the ride, exactly what she went through. Okay. Because I know exactly which rides she was on. Because I've worked around there for a long time.
I don't like haunted mazes.
Oh, some haunted mazes are fun. Okay? Alright, so this is the cart you ride on, okay? This is through, this is at,
Like this.
well, yeah, exactly. Well, all roller coasters do the tick, 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 because you have to go up the hill.
I guess so.
Yeah, to get to you have to go up the hill. Every single roller coaster, you have to do the tick, 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 tick.
No, No food or drink.
Yeah, well, you should. If the first time at least, don't have a whole bunch of food or drink before. Okay? But,
And don't flush them up the toilet.
well, I mean, if you gotta go poo, you need to do that before you go on the ride. You need to go pee or poo, and don't drink anything about 30 minutes before. Okay?
Yeah.
That's your best bet.
Frank accidentally.
Then, roller coaster. I have ridden those roller coasters more times than anyone will ever ride in their entire life. That ever. I love roller coasters, but I know you shouldn't do it. No, you don't eat or drink right before you go on if you don't know you can do it. Goliath honestly wasn't that bad, but the loopy roller coasters, you know, if you get nauseous, the loopy roller coasters should be. Alright, so this is Goliath. Ready? Alright, so you get in and sit down. I mean, this is during COVID, so people have face masks and okay. Oh, here we go.
Here comes the good part.
Okay, so they get in, and I know that exact lap bar because it goes over both your legs and holds it down. Okay, so they're sitting in the very front of the roller coaster, okay?
Yeah.
And so Mama's
What the
house
hell?
was exactly 3 miles, right? That exact direction.
Why are you going that way?
That was the high hill right before where Mama's house was. The coaster like 10 and 20 times. Favorite roller coaster. If I was really good,
What's up, H Puma?
even when I was 6th, 7th, and 8th grader, I would give if I got all.
It's a fantastic game. It's just it can be frustrating at times because trying to figure out what is
Yeah, exactly.
what is going on and why
I was supposed to
a bot is doing what it's doing or whatever can be a little irritating, but
days a year. If
for the most part, it's quite fun. Like that one, he's this ant that died right here. He was supposed to go this way on this gate into here, and he would have had enough time to get into here, and technically he would have been in this cycle right here, so he wouldn't have died. But for some reason, the game had that ant path this way on, and I don't know why. They always go in the direction of a cast gate if that's for them. Oh, wait a minute. No, that was a regular ant. What the fuck was a small worker ant doing out here?
They were like going down and around. This part wasn't that bad.
That wasn't a digger ant. That was a worker ant. What the fuck was he doing out here? Huh?
Down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, they're almost at the top.
Like a popcorn, like this.
Yeah. It does sound like popcorn.
There's always a rebel in the colony. But I don't even know how he got there.
Where you actually went, Goliath was about 30 feet from where you went in if you worked at Six Flags to go get your lunch. Like if you walked, okay, so Goliath's entrance was right here. And about 35 to 40 feet on this side, like this little hall that nobody really. But if you worked at the park, to go back there. Best breakfasts.
What the fuck?
Breakfast bars, breakfast sandwiches. Best freaking oatmeal I've ever had.
This thing is stupid.
Like literally, you can see the entire valley.
And you can see the cars.
Well, yeah, that's exactly. I mean, this isn't even a busy day. 'Cause look how.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
On a busy day, all right. You see how there's like see those 2 rows of cars right there?
Yeah.
There'd be 2 rows of cars there, 2 rows of cars in between, and all those cars there.
Oh, this is irritating.
Here, and here. So this is a slow day. And then, okay, you remember how I told you how that was the entrance for Colossus? The white wooden stuff there, that is Colossus. Colossus was fun, but Goliath was. That is Colossus. Is the white, the blue, and the green. Okay, but the like teal and orange is Goliath. Okay.
And the fastest part.
Oh yeah. Ready? Yep, for a long time that was the biggest drop in Southern California. Then ready?
Love, can you send the vape back over when you get a chance?
And then
Farah.
up again.
Down to Daisy.
Farah,
What?
can you send the vape back over when you get a chance?
Yeah, I sure can. Hold, Liz. We're riding Goliath, okay?
Okay.
I'll send it over afterwards, okay? I promise.
Is there something that we can use to stop them?
They stop you because they want to make sure you're not going too fast for the rest of the roller coaster. So they stop, and then when the next coaster has gone, yeah, exactly. Then they send you. Ready?
Here comes the fastest part.
Well, yeah. It's about to come the double helix, or either the double or the triple helix. Yep. Right here is where Mama would usually pass out. But then I'd come to about.
Oh, that's irritating.
Because it was like a hard, like it was a corkscrew. Yeah, that was the ride. And it was awesome. And then, okay, you see where all those, like,
Yeah.
pipes are?
Yeah.
Like, right under where they're parked is where if you worked for the Magic Mountain, you go under and go have lunch. And it was, like, less than, like, a quarter. Like, 1/4 of the price. Like, if someone was paying $10 for, like, a hamburger, wait 1 second. You want to watch some more, like, roller coasters?
I'm good.
Okay. Although, I do know you at soon at some point. Fast roller coaster.
Yeah.
Lips sound awesome, don't they?
Oh.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for sitting large down.
Thank you, bud.
Real quick. This one's only like a minute. Okay, you ready? And then you can watch Judy Mooney. Okay, I promise. So, with this ride, what you would do is you would sit in it, and then before it took off, you would sit down and you would strap yourself in, and it had like an above bar and a below bar, and then they would click together.
Oh my god, this is fucking irritating.
Sitting like, okay, so you're sitting like,
I'm literally gonna have to watch everything they
so
do.
you'd be sitting. Yeah.
Every single launch, I'm gonna have to watch it.
So this is your, like the tips of my fingers are your face, and the rest of your.
Because
body.
it's launching them all over the fucking place.
Sit. Once you got locked in, it would do this, so that you were like totally flat, looking straight at the ground. Okay.
Yeah.
That this was my absolute favorite ride. Okay.
Yeah.
So imagine this while you're riding, like flat, facing, like all you can do is face either up or down. Like there's no in between. You're like, it's like you're in a hand glider. It's so much fun. Tatsu is the best ride ever. I love Tatsu. I mean, a lot of people liked X because you did like loop-de-loops, but this is Tatsu where you're in like, it's like a hand.
Yeah.
Ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, they're upside down.
Oh yeah. No, they're facing straight towards the ground. Woo!
Oopsie daisy.
Yup.
Down
And then up,
pussy.
and then the other way. Still. Woo! Woo! The whole time you're facing, like your body is like straight up and down. It's so much fun. And then ready? It's one of the only places that you did an actual front flip. And then that's called a corkscrew, right?
Yeah.
It's so much fun. This is one of the best roller coasters ever. Yeah, I think you would love it. Here, hold on. Hold on 1 second.
Oh my god, this is super annoying.
Tatsu.
Tatsu was my favorite ride. My second, I mean, okay. This was literally, when it first came out, this was the best roller coaster in the entire country, okay? Because as you're riding it, okay, so what you would do is you would sit in these seats so that you're sitting like, yeah, you're like, your butt's right here, and then you're sitting, and then your head's facing forward. But you would sit 2 and 2, so it would be like 2 and 2. And the roller coaster doesn't just ride flat. You rotate.
Oh my god!
Upside down.
Oh, you'll see. Ready?
Yeah.
What happened?
They're not. It's so fucking inaccurate.
So while you were sitting in it, you
It's so bad.
for the whole, the whole way up. Ready? Okay, there you go. So
Look at the rewinding.
yeah, it does look.
Like,
oh,
if you
yeah,
have,
it looks
like,
they're facing
bunch
backwards,
of
but
ants.
when-
And they bounce off of everything.
Yeah, it goes very
Right, if you have a bunch of ants that you don't care about,
Just watch.
and
When
then
the
just
drop happens,
send them
it
into
flips
just
you,
a
so
closed
while
loop
you-
for capture,
well, okay, so
is
like, on
just
Tatsu,
put like 20
while
ants in a row
you're
through the
facing
launcher
this
and see
way,
how they
like,
land.
Looking down, when you hit the drop on X, you are facing.
But that's the problem, is they're landing all over the place. I've had them land as far to the right as this metal block over here.
Honestly, if
I've had them land as high up over here as up here. I've had them bounce off of this and land over here.
a really amazing trip.
And then I had them just bounce off of the ground and land on the completely other island over here.
Ready? You hold on to it. Now watch. They're almost at the top. Yep. Ready? Because there's a little.
This is so bad.
It's like
Spins you.
it's
Ready?
like a Ferris wheel.
Oh, it's way better. Look. Yeah, you were looking directly.
I just wanted to be able to move the ants across the map before they fucking die.
into
Because I want to create the digger ants over closer to where I'm digging, so they're not traveling.
Look at. This is
you know, the whole
all of the
half their life.
the entire way. So every time
And
you hit
it's
the loop,
it's absolutely irritating that they don't give you even a target area.
yep, and then you're going backwards. And then, oh, that's another loop. And once you get up, you're gonna keep spinning. But awesome.
I mean, even if the target area is, you know,
Very long ride.
somewhat sizable, at least let me know where they're going to land so I can encircle it so they don't get on the wrong fucking path.
I promise, when you're tall enough that we can go on all of them,
Right.
you are just only.
Because I've had them land and jump on the wrong, you know,
on all the roller coasters.
elder path, and I've had them jump and land on the wrong, just null path that's going the wrong way.
You can watch whatever you want.
I put it on my.
Oh,
There we go. Although that one's not even the craziest. Oh wait, here, hold on, wait. This is a really short one. This is what. Well, yeah, TikTok. This is watching what the roller coaster does. It goes whoop, and then watch as you go down. All of the coasters spin.
Yeah, I was busy.
Well, yeah, this one's X2. Let's see. This is Colossus. Oh my goodness, did they change a Colossus? No, they did not. That one's AI.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. You keep watching that, and I'll, once I find the other one. Okay, here we go. Listen for just a second. It's called Viper.
Like this.
Well, it's called Viper. But when I was younger, this was the most loops any roller coaster had ever. Up until I was like ready?
Mountain.
Six Flags Magic Mountain, which is one in Santa Clarita. Okay? Ready? Watch.
Those are not stairs.
Those are, well, I mean,
Those are not for climbing.
no, there are stairs. You can climb them if you absolutely have to, but those are,
They'll get run over.
well, yes, yeah, if the ride is running, you'll get ran over, but they have those stairs up there so that if something happens, they can get to you.
Like when
If
electric stops it.
well, the electricity almost never stops. But if something happens and something is stuck, they have those stairs so they can get to you. Very safe ride. So you go all the way up because you have to. Yeah, exactly. All roller coasters, you have to. Yeah, you have to ride the clicky, 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 with the tick, 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 up because that's what gets you. What it does is it gets you to the top of the highest hill. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's a weekend. But you have to get to the top of the highest hill to get the most momentum to go through the whole roller coaster. Thrill points! Alright, we're almost in there in the front row. This was, like, okay, so before Goliath actually became, because I can remember before Goliath was even built, because the Viper was the most extreme one there for a very long time. Goliath was built.
I like.
Colossus has been there since I was a little kid. So Colossus was the biggest. And then,
The Viper, that means.
yeah, exactly. Well, the Viper had the most loops of any roller coaster up until it was like 15. Alright, ready? Here we go. Ready?
It's gonna get fast.
It's about to get really fast. Ready? It's about
That means 70 full points.
yeah, 70. Woo! How you doing?
That means full points.
Exactly, and it has 70. It has 7 back flips. Big one. This is 2,
Oopsie daisy.
3, and up. Get some more case. Slow it down a little bit so you don't go too fast to the next one.
Because it'll make you.
Yeah. And then corkscrew. This 3.
Why do we have no little guys coming out of the
It
thing?
does every time I'm on. 4, 5. Exactly 6. Up.
7.
Wait, you gotta wait. It's gonna keep this longer ones. Up.
Last time we went.
Oh, I think
Last.
it's 7. Okay, so. Oh, no. One of the corkscrews was 2.
Yeah.
So we just missed the 2. Although I think.
Yeah. We've been on that motorcycle with Cody at
Did you? Oh, I remember that. Was that Wheeler?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. I have done that before at.
There were no hands.
At
Not
work.
to get the hand.
Yeah, you
handles.
gotta hold on to the handles. Play that and let me find some. There's another.
So 38
Watch
seconds.
this one. There was a water park connected to Slide's measurement. Oh.
How did you get in there? You're...
I think you would absolutely love
How-
if we ever
What?
we'll do a day at Six Flags and then a day at her.
That means
they-
I'll earn thrill points.
Exactly.
Oh, son of a
This is no
bitch.
paper at the ride.
Yup.
Where are you supposed to go?
We find some other rides. Alright, let's see. Hurricane Harbor at
Yes,
I think you would absolutely love it.
I'll earn thrill points.
Well, here. Let's look at this one. It's called the Tornado. This is one of the only ones that I've never gotten to ride. Because when they opened this one, I was pregnant with you. So I was not allowed to ride it. But this one looks amazing.
When you do this,
Well, well, if you were pregnant, you can't ride certain rides. You're not supposed to ride all, like, really super big thrill rides while you're pregnant. Baby. And I didn't want to hurt you. But,
I was doing somersaults on my floor.
yeah, you were definitely doing somersaults in
Yeah,
my
I was
tummy,
your little
but
alien.
You were my little alien. Alright, so here.
So yeah, it says
So
hold the
watch, you go
handle.
up.
That'll be kind of yeah. And then you can reach the pool.
Yep, and then you go right into the pool.
Ugh.
That means
It's
thrill
not gonna
points.
work.
Thrill
Okay.
points. That would be perfect.
I think you would love it.
Because you have to grab the
Yep,
handle.
that's so hold on. Oh, here. There's the above view.
Yeah, Mr. and Miss Wheeler would like the lazy river.
The lazy river was oh,
It's
these.
extreme.
Okay, so the Black Snake Tunnel, or the Black Snake Tubes, like the Sidewinder, has been there since I was in grade, at least. Because I remember riding it. Alright, you ready? So this is the Black Snake Tube rides. And those are the ones you can only ride a single person. You can ride by yourself in a single
Yeah,
tube,
one-
okay? Oh, I mean, I guess, okay.
Yeah, 2-person.
I don't remember if you can ride 2. It's either 1 and or 1 or 2. I don't remember. It may only be 1 now, but when I was a kid, it probably was 2 because there was a whole. Oh,
You can see the pool from here.
okay. You see that pool?
Yeah.
Every 20 minutes, it would have these But what that was the wave pool, and you see that roller coaster right there? That's Goliath. It was all connected.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah, they were attached.
And I worked at both parks. I worked at Six Flags during like the autumn, winter, and spring, and then in the summer I was a lifeguard for a
Yeah,
little
and
bit.
it's like, hey, no running.
Well, yes. Well, I mean, yes, depending on where I was. But and
Hey,
then,
Chris, we're saying the black snake.
and then you see this ride right here that goes whoop. That's
That'll be
called
perfect.
well, that one's called Superman, and it's one of the fastest.
Superman!
Yes, and it uses magnets to launch you like super fast. Yeah, and then when you get up to the top, there is an actual Superman statue that you look at. It's really cool. Alright, so here's the black snake tubes. Okay, so this was Sidewinder. Sidewinder
That'll
was
be
my.
perfect.
I loved Sidewinder. Ready? There's boa constrictor was on the right.
And he said, stand
Well, what?
on the floaties.
Exactly, stay on the floaties, but what they do is they hold you there. The lifeguard at the top tells you to stay there until they get the notification from the person at the bottom that they can send the next tube so you don't run into something.
That'll be perfect.
And the one on the right side was the boa constrictor, and on the one on the left side, yeah, the right side was boa, the left
Oops,
side,
sorry, I'm-
the left side was Sidewinder, and the Sidewinder was my favorite. Okay, so the Sidewinder is this one, the one on the left. Okay, you ready? You're getting ready to
when
write
we
it
go
down.
on, the lifeguard said, stay in the floaties,
Yep,
grab the handles,
yep, and they tell you when to
turn
go.
off.
Oh yeah, watch it.
And they said no phone.
Well, it was a GoPro. It was attached to their head though. So, and then
Oopsie
yeah,
daisy.
ooh, yeah, you ride on the side and like,
Mega rare frill point.
oh yeah. But what they do on these ones on the like the black snake tubes, it's totally dark except for like little small portions. So you only feel where you're going until you go through the light, and it's really cool.
Yeah, that'll be perfect.
And up, left,
That's gonna be
Yep.
so
and then up,
totally.
up.
That'll be.
And then right into the swamp, or I mean into the pool, and you get out. It's
That'll be
super cool.
perfect.
It's amazing.
That'll earn you.
Oh yeah. And then you see that ride that everyone's getting up there. That one's oh shoot. That one's the only one that is 4-person. See how they have the 4-person too?
That'll be perfect for summer.
Oh, if we may have to wait a year or two. True. Go to what's called rides even.
Yeah, that'll earn you points.
Exactly.
Yeah, me and Miss Real like Splash Kingdom.
It's all well, I mean that's the best one that's nearest here.
Weatherford.
Exactly. Well, it's not Weatherford. It's called Hudson Oaks. Yeah, just. I mean, it's just right past Weatherford.
Into the dark, I brought. I'll use my light beanie so I don't fall.
Oh, I mean, if you need it. Six Flags, American Harbor. There's no way that's the only freaking rides they have there anymore. That's the entrance. I very vividly, that's the Lazy River.
That's
Okay, yeah, that's the, you go like, whoop, 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 and then, yep. That's the tidal pool, tidal wave. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the wave pool. This tidal wave is where I used to do my,
no, not that.
hold on, let me see. That's the very, very front entrance. So that's the Six Flags entrance, and if you go right, you go into Hurricane Harbor. If you go left, you go into Six Flags Magic Hurricane Harbor. This is the main main like merch store at the very front. You can go in through regardless which place you go. I don't care. Okay, there we go. Hurricane Harbor. So. Splash Island, Castaway Cove, which are two different like playgrounds that are like water, like splash pad playgrounds. Like some of them, like you can climb up stuff. What? It's so much fun. Walker's Island. The River Cruise. Oh, Lost Temple Rapids is the big one. That every time you go down the Lost Temple Rapids, it's 4 people. Much fun. And Lightning Falls. Yeah, Black Snake Summit and Taboo Tower. But yeah, the Lost Temple Rapids are the big ones. Oh, okay. So I'll tell you what these are. Ready? Yeah, that's the wave pool. And it's not really going because those. Okay, so this is called Venom Drop, and that is the drop for a water slide in California. That one is super scary. Like it's fun, but it's scary. This,
I do not earn thrill points.
well. The green one that's next to it is way funner. Like if you want.
All right, there we go. Now we've got.
Way much more.
Let's do yellow energy pods.
Yeah, no, not that one. It used to be black. When I was a kid. Yeah. That one.
Not trying that.
Yeah, that one's not very much fun.
They don't have.
That's the Lazy River. That's part of it, and then that's also part of Lazy River where there's like sprays and waterfalls.
Wow. That's
this is one of the like the slides, but it's one of like the lower slides. Remember which one this one
But on
is.
Granbury, the slide is not long.
Well, yeah, no, in Granbury there's only one slide. At Magic Mountain there are, I think, like 14. There's a lot. It's the River Cruise. It's the, that's the Lazy River. This is the 4-person. Yeah, there we go. That was a lot of fun. You just gotta have enough people to do it. That's also the Lazy River, which is called the River Cruise. There. Yes, there. Lately, but usually, I would rather
Hurricane Harbor.
prefer to be in the Lazy River than the pool. Because usually the pools just have a whole bunch of people just floating around, and at
there's
least
no diving.
there's no diving.
Why is there no
In the
iron?
Lazy River, if you want to get around people, you can like dive under and around. You don't even have to have a floaty to be in the Lazy River at Hurricane Harbor. Hop in and like swim down the river. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that'll earn you thrill points.
Grub Cove or Grub Grub, that's like the place you live.
And it's not good.
Tornado. That's the one that's.
Yeah, tornado.
And then you see that the orange and green is Goliath.
Tornado.
Yup. Yeah, so the clover shaped one is for the tornado. It's a lot of fun.
Yes.
Okay, so
Gotta earn
Yep.
something real point.
What the fuck is going on now?
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
We'll save up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
But
that
Splash Cannon is fine.
yeah. Oh, he got out of the. Yeah, he totally lost his spot.
Yeah, he almost hit his head.
Definitely. Oh, they went twice, apparently. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you go on a good day, you can get through all. You don't want to leave that.
Or beanie.
So, okay, so at least at Six Flags Mountain, if you set off to the side, depending on where you set it, and if you use the word flags, it's but yeah, no, you never want to set anything down. So either you get a loss or you risk getting yourself. But I know. Yeah, hang 10. Oh, yeah. No, here, hold on, wait. We'll go back. That's an entire playground. It's an entire, like, oh, yeah, it's like a super splash pad. You climb up and you see that bucket. Like, what it does is it'll spill and it'll click back and fill up with water, and, like, every, like, 3 to 5 minutes, it'll spill over everything. So it's just like a giant super playground that gets dumped with water like every so often. It's super cool.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
It's awesome. Yeah, see, all the water came out of the plant. And you like climb up it and then...
Is Splash Kingdom the side of that water slide? Oh.
Well, I mean, yeah, it might be if it's getting fixed. Sometimes that happens. You know, well, yeah, if they gotta fix it, they gotta fix it. And you gotta respect that. Oh, okay, so Daredevil Plunge
Maybe
was...
he needs to use a light beanie.
Okay, so Daredevil Plunge was like the lower version of Venom Drop. So I'm sorry, when I told you the one that was... Okay, Daredevil Plunge is the orange one. Venom Drop is even taller than the orange drop. Venom Drop is like not a bunch of people ride it. So the one you saw was Daredevil Drop, which is the mid-range, like whoosh. Venom Drop. So that's Daredevil Punch, yeah, that's the orange one. I was like,
Someone needs to use light beanies.
watch. Ready? Watch him.
Oh no.
And then
That will not earn thrill points.
well, I mean, it's fun for some people, but not very fun for others. That honestly may not be a thing anymore. They may have stopped it. Okay, so this, if you don't like Daredevil Drop, Venom Drop would not be your cup of tea, because Venom Drop was twice as high as Daredevil Drop.
Yeah.
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 If Daredevil drop looked too much, then okay. Well, yeah. Then here you go. It looks like Venom. Yeah. All right. So Venom drop was twice as high. It was
Like, not actually the movie Venom.
yeah. No, not the movie Venom. That was just the name of it. And I mean, there were some like super cool like slides on Venom Drop that were, or I mean, on the like the top up where Venom Drop was. But okay, so when you look at it, you'll see like, so you climbed like halfway up the tower, and that's where. No, well, I mean, you walked up it on like an actual staircase, and like halfway up was Daredevil Drop. And
I
the-
tried the dark side. Oh, light beam. I can see.
You're not allowed to wear a light beanie is the only problem.
Because it'll look.
Yeah. You can only wear a bathing suit and yeah. But to watch.
Last time
I
I
don't think
tried.
you would like this. I think it'd be too much.
Splash Kingdom.
Well, yeah, Splash Kingdom is fine. These are way taller. Ready? Watch. Just watch. Okay, you ready? Ready?
Let's see.
So there's Venom Drop. That is the tallest drop in.
You can see the carnival
Okay,
from
yeah,
here.
here. Okay, you see that tower?
Yeah.
Partially, like halfway down is where Daredevil Drop is, and they can see above the top of Daredevil Drop. So, ready?
You have to do the mummy pose.
Yep, you have to do the mummy pose. It's super scary.
And Splash Kingdom. Dark side. I'll grab the handles of the floaty.
Yep.
This, so I don't fall
Yeah,
again.
no, there's-
from last summer.
Yeah. Well, when you ride, if you ride Venom Drop, which apparently I don't think is a thing, you don't even get a floaty. It's just you against the slide. It's
Do
super
the mummy
scary.
pose.
Yep, you do the mummy pose. Yep. Alright, I gotta go tingle. I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah.
But that's all I have to show you. But yeah. If Daredevil Drop looked too much. Hey, baby. Do you remember Daredevil Drop versus Venom Drop at Hurricane Harbor?
It's not a thing anymore.
Do you remember the giant drop at Hurricane Harbor? Like the biggest one? Oh,
I don't remember any of
Actually, you
those.
know what? You might have been so far south that you'd have probably been better off going to Raging Waters,
What
honestly.
time of the year?
I don't remember.
Squeaker,
Never mind.
you better not
Squeaker, you better not.
shred my summer dare.
Well, I'm
She
more
swats at
worried
you,
about-
I'm gonna throw something at her.
I'm more worried about her trying to swat at you. Because
Like
she's already
last
gotten you once
time.
this week.
Well, go ahead. If she swats at you, I'm gonna throw this hairbrush at her.
She's like, oh. She's staring at you like,
Hey Chris, look what I made for my summer plan. Like I put 2 rounds of Marlboro, Splash Kingdom with Mr. and Miss Wheel.
Here, wait. Show him your Hellboy comic. You've showed him that one before. Show him your Hellboy comic. That's what he came home with today.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Carl Rumpe Cronin.
Really good. Wow.
Oh, I accidentally put 3 fingers.
Okay, no big deal.
A lot
could be the
of
three-fingered
animators
man.
use only 3 fingers and a thumb, or 2 fingers and a thumb, just because it's a lot easier to animate.
Very good, Jackson.
Yeah.
Winston, why are you literally licking a wet spot in the pillow behind me? Because I can hear you. Don't you try to deny it right now. I can see you trying to look away. What you're up to. I can hear you.
Jackson, don't be scared of her, because if she does anything, I'm gonna throw this hairbrush at her.
Okay, when I try
You just walk where you need to walk, and if she does something, Dad's watching, and he will handle it. I promise.
Just go, bud.
The more scared you act, the more she's gonna try it. It's the problem. She's staring at you like,
No, she stared at him while he walked by.
oh.
Emotional
Well, then that's not
damage.
that water slide.
I hereby give you permission to change to another game. Why?
I am not trying that water slide.
That's okay. I don't even think that water slide is open anymore because the last video, the last video I have seen of Venom Drop was from 2013. So that very easily it might just not exist anymore. Although Venom Drop was one of my favorite water slides to watch people go down. Heavy. It was one of my favorite water slides to watch people go down because like 1 in 3 girls that went down it in a bikini top did not end with said bikini top.
Yep.
And it was fantastic. Which is why every time I rode down it, I made sure to like lock my elbows on.
Well, I'm just getting really frustrated with the amount of required micromanagement that this game requires.
Winston, stop licking the
And-
pillow.
It's a fun game, but
You're ridiculous and quit.
maybe I'm just tired.
I'm glad you like my summer dare.
It looks phenomenal, baby.
Yeah. Splash Kingdom's way better because it's not far away.
Yeah, exactly. It's not far away.
It's only
Well, when I was a kid, Hurricane Harbor was not far away, but that's because we lived.
You know what, guys? It's putting the micro in Microtopia. Yeah, and it's crazy because like it's a great game, but there's like certain things that the game is lacking, and yeah, you might unlock them later in the game, but like it's so much micromanagement because all of the gates that you need to do things properly are locked behind this or locked behind that, and you don't even get like a simple version of them earlier on.
you squeak early opera.
And I'm just getting tired of the micromanagement. When was the last time I did desynced? No idea. I think I did one. I think I did a playthrough at the beginning of the summer.
I love your summer dares, baby. Are you hungry, baby?
No.
So soon then. What's on your shoulder?
Oh wait.
I'll be honest, guys. I'm tired. I'm just gonna call it for the night, and we'll figure out in the morning what I'm gonna do. But I'm tired.
Cool.
Alright, guys. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go rest and. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
This is just a connection. So we'll check those two out and see if we can fix